From hundreds of words that are associated with 3D printing, I choose 3 that are very important for me and that you should know the short meaning of this word before you start enjoying with 3D printing word. And the words are extrusion, shrinking, and slicer. Why these words are important? So let's start with extrusion. Extrusion is, in its basic meaning, it is FDM 3D printing technology. Extrusion, in its basic meaning, is the exact feeding, and this is very important word, exact feeding of the substance by exact temperature or heat by affecting of exact pressure. By knowing this meaning and knowing how the extruder in your printer is constructed, how it controls the pressure, how it controls the temperature, you can easily predict how your printout will look like after printing and how strong it will be in all axes. The second word is shrinking. Shrinking is a direct thing connected with extrusion. You have to know that extrusion of the filament makes that in the same moment of extrusion, the filament is extending its measurements inside. And just after this, because of surrounding area, the temperature that is much lower that the filament is, yes, the filament is getting minimized its measurements. This makes that your printout will never stay the same after printing. There are in the market filaments with minimized shrinking ability, like PLA, most basic filament used in 3D printing. But when you are thinking of printing with some more industrial or engineering filament like ABS, starting from ABS like ASA or carbon fiber, you have to realize that shrinking ability or shrinkage is something that matters. At the market appears from some time more semi-professional printers which are equipped with closed chamber. What gives you a closed chamber regarding the shrinking ability? Yes, as I told you, during the extrusion process, right after this, the filament is getting, it's minimize its measurements. Yes, so by building a chamber, you are creating a special atmosphere, yes, near the printout, regulate the temperature that it's affecting on the printout. The temperature is much higher than in the surrounding room, and what is more, the whole printout absorbs the temperature. It's more regular in all surface. So when you finish the printing, the shrinking affects more regular and predictable for you. This is very important to feel it and to realize that shrinking is a normal thing for every printing at 3D printing. Yes. Now you can ask how we can control all this process, and this comes the third word. This is the slicer. The slicer is a tool, is a program that you use in a computer to control the process. It changes your project, your CAD project, your drawing, into step-by-step instruction how the printer will draw your printout. Yes, the slicers, there are different slicers on the market. Yes, all of them cut the printed project into the single layers and it give the basic instruction to the printer. Yes, how it, good slicer shows you the risky area to eliminate the hangouts. Yes, but from the other side, the slicer can control the process of extrusion mentioned before. Yes, by regulating the speed, so the pressure, the temperature of nozzles, the temperature of bed, and some other things, like for example in industrial printer we have the controlling of the heated chamber. Yes, these all things are connected in a single process of 3D printing. At the end, I will not say you which of the slicer is the best for you, yeah, because it's always the same situation like with a printer. You have to feel it. You have to fall in love with your printer and with a slicer, and you have to get a little bit of the tips that they have inside to make your printout perfect.